pissed. Is this thing on? Hello! Yeah, it's on. Hi, everyone. Okay. I'm on my way to do another nature hike. I've been going at least every other day because sometimes they are so hardcore that my body's like, okay, you need to chill the next day. So I do. I just am making a quick video because I am getting what you would call downloads, right? Inspirational hits, ideas, bing, bing. They're just from everywhere. And we all get them. And the more you meditate, the more you will have them. So please go meditate. By the way, quarantine belly's not really going down much, but whatever. I still love myself. So, today I saw lots of posts about Black Lives Matter. And yes, they fucking do. All lives matter. But I'm going to tell you something right now. A lot of people have been trying to debunk Dr. Judy Mikovits, right? The whole pandemic documentary has just, I mean, you guys, I've been getting my proverbial dick slammed in the dirt every day on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel that. And I'm back at it again because with love, I am sharing information that just intuitively makes sense to me. It intuitively makes sense. And I'm not a virologist or an immunologist or anything like that. But what I do know is that I have regained my health after dealing with some horrible fucking chronic fatigue and mainly due to a very stressful time in my life. And little by little, I put the pieces back together because I'm not a moron. And I started learning how to love myself through everything I put in here, and in here. Although this does reflect a little bit of dark chocolate, and I'm not sorry. I do love dark chocolate. The higher the cacao, the better. So going back to Dr. Judy Mikovits, you know, I'm going to link all this stuff I'm talking about, but you guys, you know, I found a video this morning where she's interviewing with Dr. Mercola, who a lot of people say is a snake oil salesman, flake, whatever. Fine. If you don't want to believe Hippocrates, let thy medicine be thy food be thy medicine, then good luck with your fucking canned raviolis, okay? Good luck with your Doritos and all your MSG that has, by the way, been named a gazillion different things to disguise itself. She had a soul. She has a soul, which is why she took her own findings. My shorts are going up there. She took her own findings and had to save them because she was up against darkness. Would you not, if you discovered that, oh my God, viruses are being created and things are being mutated, would you not, if you had a soul, would you not stand up and do something about it? And she did. And I love her. And I'm throwing out more F-bombs. She's a fucking hero. Modern day Joan of Arc. She's still out there doing it. Yet there are going to be people that are like, because I'm so clingy to my, logic and everything that I'm stuck on and my ego. They're going to debunk it. Good luck with that. Good luck with your vaccine, because I'm telling you guys, okay, I'm going all over the place. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be the person in line waiting for the gas chamber? Or are you going to be Anne Frank, remaining calm and trying to be filled with love and make history and save your own sanity and the lives of the people around you? Or going back to Black Lives Matter, are you going to be a fucking Martin Luther King? Are you going to be a Rosa Parks? Okay? Are you going to, and all of these people who have died because of the color of their skin, are we that unevolved that this shit is still happening? So this is spiritual warfare. You don't have to be religious. I keep telling this to people as they defriend me and patronize me and call me names on Facebook. There's two choices in this world. That's all you have to pick from. Good or evil. Which one do you pick? You know how freaking talented I am? I'm holding a phone in one hand and driving with my knee. And I am so proud of myself. I learned how to do that a long time ago when I learned how to drive stick shift and eat a cheeseburger because I was hypoglycemic. Bear with me. Yeah, that's a little bit of a joke right now. Just saying. Okay. Who are you gonna be? If you can't stand up and speak out for yourself, and I'm not judging you, but if you're afraid, completely understandable. God, I'm yelling. I'm so sorry, but I'm not. If you're afraid to do that for you, do you have one person in this world that you care about? One person or a pet? You know, my whole journey, speaking of pets, with trying to figure things out, God, it started a long time ago, right? A long time ago when I was a kid, and I questioned so many things. And then one day I got my first pet as a young adult. It was a cat. She was so cute. I named her Isabella, and ironically, she was black and white. She had this tiny little Hitler mustache. I was like, that's weird, but she was so sweet. And you know how I adopted her? I found her in the middle of a busy street, and I knelt down to get her attention, and she climbed up my arm and sat on my shoulder. And I was like, I will love you forever. And so I took her in and got her vaccinated and all that good stuff. And then about 2 years later, maybe, I started noticing weird behavior with her. And she was sitting up straight. I love all animals, right? And I'm allergic to cats now, but I will never forget this because I felt like such a horrible pet owner. She was sitting up straight, really pristine, and her pupils were huge. And I just looked at her and I was like, baby, what's wrong? And I was petting her and she just peed all over the couch. And I was like, okay, this is bad, right? I was 19 years old and I was like, oh my God. So I kept my eye on her, you know, I had her sleep with me that night. And then the next morning I woke up, actually this was I had her for a few years. And I kept hearing on the wall and then, right? And I was like, oh my God, what's happening? Well, long story short, she was walking all wasted. She was sweating. I could feel sweat through her little fur, and she was banging into the wall. And I was like, Jesus, what's happening? And I took her in, and they said feline leukemia, and she has a tumor. She has jaundice and a tumor on her liver, and or something else. And I was like, what? And I had to put her down. I was with a friend at the time, and I had to put her down, and I was devastated. And then, you know, going forward, and then I'm dating this person who I didn't know it at the time, but he did because he was a doctor. But I was the only one who would put up with him, and I truly loved him. He was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and he kept it from me. But I would always tell him, something's going on in your brain. You're so intelligent, but there's something going on, and I can't figure it out. And then eventually, I had to break up with him after 3.5 years because my soul nearly went black. And he died a year later. He died, or 8 months later, he died. And it was a weird way that he died, all alone in his apartment. And there's a point to all this. And then, you know, I would just see all these other things. And then fast forward to Dougie. I always talk about Dougie, who died of a brain tumor. He's 46, you know? And I remember saying the same thing to him one day, like, there's something going on in your brain. I don't mean to be rude, but there's, like, I don't understand. Our communication is breaking down. Well, there was a tumor pressing on the frontal lobe of his emotional center of his brain. And, you know, some big stuff went down with that. Horrible stuff that he felt so guilty about, and we had to part ways, and we were all devastated. But eventually we learned, oh my God, it's because of a brain tumor. And, you know, when he went to MD Anderson in Houston, and they're like, dude, we don't know, we can't prove this, but keep your cell phone away from your head, because he was a salesperson and he did a lot of work from home and he was always on his cell phone, and it was coincidentally, the brain tumor was on the same fucking side of his head that he would hold his phone. So I say all this to you because pieces of the puzzle have been coming together for me my entire life, from outdated religious beliefs, you know, to medical stuff that just didn't align with me on an intuitive level, to, you know, societal things. Things have just never truly added up for me. And I went ahead and had these experiences, whether I intentionally chose them or not, whether they came to me as some sort of karmic lesson, or I willingly chose these hardcore lessons out of, you know, wanting to learn karmic lessons. But I'm going to tell you all right now, I'm never going to want to stop learning, but I'm really done with karmic lessons, the negative ones. I'm done with negative karmic lessons. And what I'm telling you right now, to wrap all this espresso fueled talk into a nice little bow, is that what is happening on this planet forever, since the beginning of time, is spiritual warfare. Dark-skinned people have been targeted forever. I mentioned it in my last video. I say it's the letter that changed rap music. It's the meeting that changed rap music and destroyed a generation. Someone from the music industry signed a non-disclosure form, but then came out and finally spoke about it 20 years later. And the creation of gangster rap was decided amongst many high-level people in music and people who own prisons. And so they decide, we're going to target that demographic. We're going to have this like level of hertz to the music to make it angry and dark. We're going to mind fuck these people. We're going to get them to be angry and kill each other, and there's going to be drugs, and they're going to end up in prison, and we going to make some money. You don't think that shit wasn't planned? You need to wake up. Mom is telling you, I feel like Gaia with a potty mouth. I'm fucking telling you to wake up, and I'm fucking telling you to love your neighbor, and I'm fucking telling you to go hug your fucking kids and grandkids, because it's important. Human contact is important. I'm so angry right now because I can't even do that. That's okay. That's why I come out into my nature hikes. Losing my shit. But not totally. So, Dr. Judy Mikovits, you know what? She, again, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not religious, but I know now for a fact that she was doing God's work. She was, because she was up against some demons. And Fauci and Dr. Gallo and Gates, fuck Gates. Why isn't that little demonic termite behind bars right now? Why? It's going down, you guys. And so now that I've purged all my anger, thank you for bearing with me thus far. Now that I've purged all my anger, we're all going to sit still, okay? We're going to sit still right now. We're going to listen to the breeze. And we're going to say an energetic prayer for anyone who is fear-driven and doesn't believe the people who are desperately trying to share truth-based information If you instinctively feel that things are wrong when you hear a story, listen to that. When you meet a person, if you're allowed to get close to them, because some of us think, yeah, you can, but the other person may not. Even from a distance, if you can, look at them. Look into their eyes. Is it dark in there? Because they're everywhere, okay? I don't care. I don't care if I sound crazy. I know I'm not. This is the most sane I've been in many of my lives. Not crazy. And in this life, as I said in my last video, I am not wasting my fucking time. Man, I'm cussing a lot. Feels good. So let's say a prayer. God, universe, higher self, angels, and all from pure white light. Please guide us. Guide us through our minds, our hearts, our bodies, our souls. Guide us to where we need to be so that we can all unite. Please let all of the people who are afraid be brave. Please let all of the people we love be comforted and feel at peace. And so it is. I love you guys. I'm sorry for the cursing. But then if I were really sorry, I wouldn't do it. So you know how it is. Go get some nature. Go love yourself. Please sit down and meditate, okay? Please open. It's already accessible, but just keep working on it. Open your chakras. Open your third eye. Speak out, your throat chakra, your heart. This is the one that matters the most. And we are losing it because of this. Not this, this. Okay, I'm done. I love nature, and I'm going to go let it love me back. Peace out.